Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode 17 of season 3 here at Southampton. We are in the middle of the transfer window, and in the last one I asked you guys to vote on the 5 central midfield options we have on the shortlist. Pretty resounding in favour of Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, so he will be the one that I will target first. Over 50% of the vote just for him. Then it came to Corentin Tolisso, and after Tolisso was Naby Keita. I think it was like 18% Tolisso, 17% Keita, something like that. And then Casemiro and Fabinho lagging quite a long way behind. Milinkovic-Savic is so very expensive with regards to his base value and would probably want a hike in wages. So we'll have to wait and see how much money we can raise by selling, if I go to my transfer listed tab, by selling Jordi Clasie and by selling Mario Lemina, both on the transfer list. Yet to get any interest in either of them in this window. Those 2 offers that came in for Jordi Clasie were previous bids that I turned down because we weren't at the time looking to move him on. Now, of course, we are. So we'll wait and see what happens with regards to the transfer window. But I can currently afford quite comfortably what Milinkovic-Savic is on at present. So I could throw some of the money that we get from the other deals straight into the transfer budget as well. But I am going to need a large chunk of money to come in. So we'll just play it by ear. If we aren't able to get anyone in now, then we will have to wait until the summer. But I would love to get someone in now to help with our Champions League and Premier League campaigns. Obviously, we're still in the FA Cup, but we will find out whether we will still be in it come the next week, or come the next 24 hours after we've played this game against Reading away from home. Then we've got Newcastle, and I expect another FA Cup round to be drawn outside of the window, but we will just play it by ear, of course, as we always do. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I'm confident in getting a result here away from home at the Majewski. And fingers crossed we should be able to push on. Actually, Borja Mayoral might be able to come back into the starting lineup now. Take Obafemi off the bench. And then... yes, he's fully fit again. Borja Mayoral back in business. Still waiting for the return of Justin Kluivert and Quincy Promes. But we're having a decent season regardless. Missing a couple of our better players. And we'll hopefully get ourselves through quite comfortably to the next round of the FA Cup. It's a fairly strong side, to be fair, from Reading. Manone in goal, Iori and Moore at centre-backs, Bakuna wide right, Bodvarsson, Aluko and Barrow. So pace out wide with Sone Aluko and Modou Barrow. Very quick out wide, in fact. We'll have to keep an eye on those two. Neves into Oriol Romeu. Cross here to Tierney. Down for Charlison. There's Mayoral. Just knock that back. Neves will drive into the space. Turns well. Probably shouldn't have turned that way though, because I don't have that much in terms of support. Buffal to James Ward-Prowse. To be honest, I thought Swift was going to close me down a bit quicker than that, but we found the space. Good save by Vito Manone, and good defending from Leandro Bakuna as well to stay on his tippy toes and react well to that to stop me from getting a corner. Can we do anything from the throw though? Or bit of space here for Borja Mayoral. You cannot let him have space like that, but unfortunately I can't reverse the shot back across goal well enough. We will this time though get the set piece. Can we do anything from it? Well, Prowse with the delivery. It's decent. A couple of people went for it, but it was the defender that got there. Harris does well there to turn that back into Kieran Tierney. Neves. I'm not going to be able to get it to you there, Buffal. You're going to have to come feet. Good lad. Good turn. Great turn, in fact. Little fake Rabona, but Richards has done well to recover it. Never mind, 0-0 after 20 minutes, still time. Oh, it's great football, wide of the target. Reading seemed to not be going anywhere there for a moment, and then all of a sudden, ball down the line, drilled across the box, and not far wide from the man that was inexplicably free in the middle of the penalty area. Slight questions being asked of defenders there and their positioning, but never mind, lovely footwork from Sofiane Buffal. Richards is closing me down here, and he seems to be quite fast, so we'll cut back. Ward-Prowse is arriving in the box, but it went to go to Neves. Somehow Neves still managed to get the ball despite the attentions of the defender. And we'll take a corner. Ward-Prowse will whip it. It's a good whip. Buffal's up. It's Richarlison, in fact, and it's simple for Vito Manone. Neves. Mayoral back there to Ward-Prowse, and back to Mayoral again. Oh, it's a good change of direction. I perhaps should have played the pass. Definitely should have played the pass. Goal kick. No, corner, okay. pretty certain that was a goal kick. Skriniar's up. It's Harris, in fact. There's Skriniar. Off the post? Yes, the post, not the keeper. And out for a goal kick this time around. Free kick for Reading. Stoppage time at the end of the first half. I wonder what he was doing there, going for the Roberto Carlos style run-up. They might still get a chance on goal. Bodvarsson forced wide here, the striker. In fact, not really forced wide. He just drifted that way of his own accord. Central here to John Swift. Intercepted by Richarlison. Might be half-time sooner rather than later. Or will we get the chance to break away? We will not. Kelly. I'm not too sure why Sofiane Buffel tucked into narrow. Or Richarlison either, actually. Narrowing up my midfield there. And that's a good ball in. Arrizabalaga can only punch. All Prowse to Richarlison, who has now drifted back out wide. Buffel also in a wide position. Can I get past the defender? Cool, that was a bit rash, wasn't it? Get into James Ward-Prowse. Waiting for the run of... There we go, Borja Mayoral. Oh, he did get there first. Buffel with a follow-up. Manone's quickly back to his feet. Well done by the goalkeeper there to A, save the first one, and B, be aware of the opportunity for Sofiane Buffel, get back up to his feet and back into position. If you get luck, just go away, Sone Luco. Honestly, corner for Reading. Jeeps. Everything fell from there, didn't it? I've taken Tierney off there for Ryan Bertrand because I just don't want to cause any unnecessary damage to Tierney with regards to that injury. Can we get rid of this? Unbelievable header from Luke Moore. All from the fact that Sone Luco had a magnet attached to the ball and it wouldn't leave his feet. 1-0 Reading. Neves. They're talking about Kenneth Maruo in commentary. Slightly more concerned about this game right here, to be completely honest. Andrew Bakuna, tackled by James Ward-Prowse. Nice little back heel into Richarlison. Ruben Neves. That was meant for Borja Mayoral. So was that. We eventually do find the Spaniard, who's turning inside well and... does give us the equalising goal. I had no idea whether that was going to win or not. To be fair, even when it had gone across the line, I still didn't know whether it had gone in or not until it hit the net at the back. So for a minute, I couldn't quite tell which side of the side netting the ball had gone until it nestled at the very back of the net. But we are level now. Finally able to get the ball to Borja Mayoral after a couple of misplaced passes. And it's a, to be fair, not that comfortable a finish, but Vito Manoni tried his best, but not good enough. In it goes, and we've 25 or so minutes to get ourselves a winner here. Now, corner for Reading. Rackles to take it. I brought on Josh Sims. It's Henry Harris that wins that header, but it's going to drop here. Oh, good block by Cedric. Romeo will just get rid. Anywhere will do in that situation with the ball bouncing around in the box. They're making another substitution. Evans might get this cross in. It's Sam Smith that's come on up top for Bodvarsson. That's a decent delivery. Underneath it is Bakuna, but he's given a penalty. He's given a penalty! What for? Replay, please. That's a penalty, is it? Alright. Sweet. Well, which way's John Swift going to go then? That way. Oh, he did! Justice done. Never a penalty in a million years, and a goal kick too. Dear referee. The end. There's Rackles. Out to Evans. Josh Sims steps in. Not got the strength to hold off Rackles the second time. Here's Richards into Smith. Nice tackle by Romeu though. Lamina to Ward-Prowse and out wide here to Josh Sims. One way then the other. Good agility. To be fair, decent strength considering he's not the tallest. Lamina in there to Romeu. We'll go out wide to Richarlison. I've got Buffal there. Not Buffal, sorry. Borja Mayoral. Oh, I told him to do a drilled low shot. In the last episode, he tucked something away from a similar position. That one wasn't anywhere near as good, was it? Callum Harriott coming on for them. 9 minutes between us and a replay. Bertrand. Try and get it into Borja Mayoral if I can. Richarlison's made a good run, but Liam Kelly cuts it out nicely. We are headed towards a draw here, unless Borja Mayoral's end up on the floor. Unless something decent happens. James Ward-Prowse in behind. No, Liam Kelly, what a block. Can we get to that with Ward-Prowse? No, we can't. Unbelievable. That is a game-saving challenge. From the Reading back, you could hear the fans sounding their appreciation. One hell of a round of applause there for him. Ridiculous block. They might win it yet. No, he's offside. Cool, dearie me. Nice header. Don't blow whistle yet, ref. A replay against Reading. I was this close to winning it in the last minute there with James Ward-Prowse, but a ridiculous block from Liam Kelly stops me from doing so. I felt dominant in the game. I just couldn't score. Frustratingly. Any shocks in there? Man United beat Chelsea 1-0. It's not a shock, but it's still annoying as a Chelsea fan. I can't see any big shocks there, just scrolling through with my eyes. Leicester 2, Luton 1. Quincy Promes is on his way back. And Kieran Tierney's out for just 5 days. That's manageable. He should be back for the next game. Well then, Premier League action up next. It's the red and white stripes of the south versus the black and white stripes of the north. Quincy Promes reckons he's okay to play. I'll probably have him on the bench. We've got an international management offer from Scotland that I'm rejecting. We have had a transfer offer for Mario Lemina. £29 million. I'd like closer to 45, really. And I'm going to need about that sort of figure if we're to be able to afford someone of the quality of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Well, I'll ask for 48. They'll give me 36.5. That's a significant improvement. I shall counter again and ask for 45. We'll see if they're willing to come up. 38.4. Getting there. 43.5. They might come a little bit higher. £43.5 million for Mario Lemina would be very, very good indeed. Then we'd only need the sale of Jordi Clasie, and we would most certainly be able to afford someone on that shortlist. Right, Newcastle away, and then hopefully we can get some transfer offers in for Jordi Clasie before the end of the episode. 2 banks of 4 for Newcastle, as expected. They normally play 4-4-1-1, and indeed they're doing the same again. Alexander Mitrovic sat behind Ousmane Dembele. Not Ousmane Dembele, Moussa Dembele, the striker formerly of Celtic. We'll have to wait and see if he can cause us any problems. He was the striker we were interested in season number 1, but we decided to go elsewhere. So far, we haven't regretted that decision, but maybe he can make me regret that decision by playing well against me here. Nice tackle by Romeo on Hayden. Richarlison forward there to G.A. and his Sophie Ambufal. Good footwork, very good footwork. I'm worried about you going offside there, G.A. to be honest, and he did. How's he turn, Richarlison? Oh, is that in the box or out the box? I think it was, well, if it was on the line, it would have been a penalty, so it must have been just outside. You can see the line here, and indeed, oh, I don't know. I think that should be a penalty, don't you? Judging by the replay and where the contact was made, it'll be, of course it's Cedric Suarez running onto it. Why does it put someone like that in that position? That's frustrating. James Ward-Prowse with a delivery. Up we go. It's going to drop here to Henry Harris on the edge of the box. I'm going to spin and try and look for the man on the edge of the box. That's Ruben Neves. His touch lets him down and Mikel Merino takes it away from him. Well, what was a very promising position for a free kick, unfortunately, has petered out into a nothing opportunity. Dembele out to Jordan Murphy, intercepted by Romeu. Poor pass though. Dembele tackled by Ruben Neves. That was a great tackle. Buffal, a little bit of footwork. Mikel Merino not to be fooled by it, but Buffal will play this ahead of Jeju. You always have to do that. Ward-Prowse is arriving. Here he is. Oh, what a save by Capino. Superb reflexes from the man. I was pretty sure that was going to be 1-0 there. That's a good delivery though, and flicked on by a defender, I think. And indeed it was. Isaac Hayden heads out for a secondary corner. Let's try again. Jeju's up. Isaac Hayden was up for a second time. Kieran Tierney might rush onto this and race forward with it, but Dembele's too strong for him. Oh, they're giving it away though. Squinty out. Romeu. Through the gap. No, not through the gap. We've still got it back though. Through the gap. Yes, through the gap. James Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse. Good block by Leyoun. And they will clear it with Chancel and Bemba. Yes. Half an hour in. 0-0. Bele down the line. Intercepted by Harris. I want to get myself 1-0 up before half-time if I can. With a replay against Reading that's been scheduled for midweek now. So the sooner I can put this game to bed and start to rest some players, the better as far as I'm concerned. But Newcastle have other ideas, it seems. Mikel Merino around the corner there to Mitrovic. Tried to stand him up and force him further wide, which we've done well. I shouldn't have pressed tackle there, and it's cost me. Oh, and it had to be Moussa Dembele as well, didn't it? I did really well until I just went, oh, I press a B button there. I don't need to do that. It's one thing I need to get out of my system. I don't know, it's like a default. I just press B to try and tackle at any given opportunity. I need to be more selective when and where I try and put a foot in, because there, stepping in when I really didn't need to, but already done the work positionally, has cost me a goal. Mitrovic switching it across here to Dickman. Make your own jokes. Richarlison wheels it off him, wins it off him. I look for Ward-Prowse here. I need to get there and then turn and get it across here to Sofiane Boufal, who should and has equalised. That's a very good finish. I'm pleased with that. Well done, Sofiane. 5 minutes before half-time. We're back on level terms. You can see the space here. It's just a case of whether James Ward-Prowse could find him with a good enough ball. He did. And it was a case of whether Sofiane could finish with a good enough shot. He did. 1-1. Mitrovic with a dink. Harris is up. Well won. We'll drop here to Mitrovic again though. Across to Dickman. Out wide to Murphy. Oh, alright. I couldn't figure out which way he was going to go there. Here's Mikel Merino. Don't put in a tackle when you don't need to. And I still concede. And I still concede. Lovely header by Alexander Mitrovic off the underside of the bar. 10 minutes into the second half. It's a good header. I just stood off him there and was like, well, I don't need to put a foot in, so I won't. Stands the ball up. Great header, but Skriniar should have done better. He just didn't follow the movement of Mitrovic there. Perfect. 2-1 Newcastle. Cedric. Drill that forward there into Diédhiou. He's turned well. Ward-Prowse with me. Mikel Merino there too. Get up, Ward-Prowse. That's the second time he's gone down in this game. And then the second time he sprung straight back up again. Don't worry me like that. I don't like the way he keeps doing that. Going down, holding his leg, looking like he's in real trouble, and then just getting straight back up again. Turn. Lovely turn. Acceleration. Goal! Yes! That's more like it. 2-2. Right. James Ward-Prowse has been annoying me in this game, so I'm going to take him off and bring on a certain fit Quincy Promes. Bring Jordi Clasie on as well for Ruben Neves. Getting a little bit superstitious here. I bought Lemina off the bench and then got an offer for him. So I'll bring Clasie off the bench. Maybe I'll get an offer for him. We'll have to wait and see. Lovely footwork from Diédhiou there. You can just quite clearly see the acceleration. And then the finish, 2-2. Oh, lovely ball into Mitrovic. Nicely done. For Tunis. Merino. Oh, hello, we're back heel. Mitrovic, he's turned well and finishes superbly too. I'm falling apart defensively in this game. I don't know what's going on. I only equalised a few minutes ago. Now they've gone and scored a third to go back in front again. It was the fact that the defender there, Henry Harris, had stayed on the ground after the initial challenge a moment ago. So Dembele and Mitrovic would have been a long way offside, but they weren't. And it meant they had so much space there. So the rest of the defence pushed out, not noticing the teammate on the floor playing everybody onside. They've quite easily been able to get themselves back in front. Well, back to the drawing board. Here we go again. Cedric there. Turn. God, bloody hell, Boufal. He literally just kept his back to the ball. Cedric on the run here. We've got the man inside there in Diédhiou. Oh, it's a lovely drop of the shoulder, but the secondary turn was so slow. It's going to drop to Richarlison, and he was offside anyway. So regardless of Capino's great close-range save, we won't get the chance to score again from the corner. Promise. Lovely drop of the shoulder. I've got Diédhiou in front of me, but Jonjo Shelby's in close proximity. Find Quincy Promes again. A bit of footwork. I need something to happen now. If it is going to happen, Quincy needs to bury this. He's a little bit rusty. Quincy Promes, that is terrible, mate. You're better than that. Hopefully he comes back in as good a form as he was before he got injured. Obviously Golden Boot winner last year, Quincy Promes, but he wasn't able to help me rescue a point there at the death. so annoyed that I've lost that. So very annoyed that I've lost that, especially after having so many chances of my own. Liverpool draw though, which is good news. Chelsea lose. Oh, to Manchester United. So United will close on us, but at least we won't lose any ground on Chelsea above us. Where are we in the league table now? I'm not sure because the game coming. Oh, an offer from Everton for Mario Lemina now. Hello. Can we get? Oh, I nearly clicked accept there. I'd hate myself if I had. Can we get a little bit more money out of Everton? Let's see if they're willing to up the ante, because that's a significantly larger figure as an initial bid than we got from... Okay, never mind. We're not going to be able to up the ante. Everton are just straight away walking away. Never mind, not to worry. It was worth a try. We'll see if we get another bid between now and the game against Reading in the replay, but I don't think we will. Jeju's finishing's up to 84 now, which is good news. Josh Sims still growing well. I do want to check the league table before we end, but go on, give me a bid for classy. Give me a bid for classy. Pablo Fornals has gone to Manchester United for £32.2 million, and this email is a transfer offer for Richarlison. No, he's going nowhere. Sorry, lads. Right, well, we have Reading in the replay tomorrow. And the league table looks as follows. I'm rhyming again, aren't I? Unintentionally. We're fourth. Spurs are top now on 40 points. Liverpool on 38. Burnley still there on 37. And we are level with West Ham on 36. Chelsea, Manchester United on 35. Everton and Arsenal on 34. Well, basically, at the minute, you'd say it's a 9-way title fight with only 6 points in it. A 9-way title fight as things stand. City now just 4 points away from safety. All three bottom sides on 17 points. Norwich are on 21, and we'll actually face Norwich as the final game of the transfer window tomorrow. So once Lemina's gone, we will try our absolute best to get a new midfielder in. And we will start with Milinkovic-Savic because that is what you guys requested. Please let Jordi Claessy have an offer for him as well. If he doesn't, I will offer him as part of the deal for well, any midfielder really of the five, but mainly Milinkovic-Savic, and we'll just have to see what happens. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. I'll see you next time.